I'm here to film a video all about deep conditioners. Recently, like in the past year when I've been on my hair journey, I found that the deep conditioners that I like the most have been from Shea Moisture. There are a couple other good ones from like other brands, which I can do a whole video on that, but this video I'm focusing solely on Shea Moisture deep conditioners. I only have 4 of them. I know they have more in their entire like line or whatever, but I've only tried 4. I know there's another one that's like thickening, and there's like an anti-dandruff one, and those are interesting, but like I don't really have those issues, so that's why I haven't tried those yet. I am interested in trying them just to see how they work and just to like experience them, and maybe in the future if I do try them I will do a video on those. But today I'm just going to stick with the 4 that I have. So just a little background information: all of the Shea Moisture deep conditioners do have no sulfates, no paraffin, no phthalates, no paraffin, no gluten, no mineral oil, no synthetic fragrances, no synthetic colors, no DEA, and no animal testing, which is really nice. It also says on all of them that you should use them within 12 months of when you open them, which I think is pretty simple because I use deep conditioners in like 2 months of when I get them. Like if I open it, I use it within like 2 months probably, because I deep condition my hair so much. But yeah, that's just a brief overview of all the Shea Moisture conditioners. They all have those like same properties, and I think that overall they all have really good ingredients. It's just a matter of which set of ingredients is going to be best for your hair type. So getting started with the 4 that I have, these aren't in any particular order. I'm just kind of going through and listing the pros and cons of each of them because I've tried each of them, and a couple of these are actually empty, but I'm just going through listening to the pros and cons of the ones that I have, and you'll kind of realize which ones are my favorite, but I like them for different reasons. So the first one I actually just did an entire review for, and I'll link it down below. It's the Shea Moisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil Strengthening, Grow, and Restore Treatment Mask. It looks like this. I don't really like this one. This is the one that I like the least actually, but I thought it was okay. First of all, I really don't like the smell, which I mentioned in the video. I definitely will link that video down below, but I felt like it wasn't the most moisturizing deep conditioner. It was kind of, but I also didn't notice like a huge strengthening property from it. So it wasn't like I noticed like, oh, my hair is so much stronger. I don't notice any type of breakage or anything like that. I still was getting a little bit of breakage. I still was seeing the same amount of shedding that I was, and my hair didn't seem that much more moisturized unless I combine this with a bunch of other oils, like the oil mixture that I normally use on my hair, which is fine to add oils to a deep conditioner to like give it that little extra oomph, but I don't know, I just expected it to do more, so I wasn't really a huge fan of this one. So the next one I've actually bought probably 3 or 4. It's the Raw Shea Butter Deep Treatment Mask. It has sea kelp and argan oil in it. It's for dry, damaged hair. I absolutely love this. First of all, like, I'm not too keen about the smell, but first of all, the smell doesn't linger, and the smell is not very strong. Yeah, it's like it's not a very strong scent. Like I kind of got over the scent, and I was able to get over the scent because of the fact that it did so like well on my hair. Unlike the Jamaican Black Castor Oil one, which didn't really do that much for my hair, so getting over the scent was kind of like not an option, at least for me. But this one I like to mix with an oil. The reason why I like to mix this one with an oil is because it's a really thick consistency, and I find mixing it with an oil allows it to get on my hair easier, and it allows me not to have to use so much product. So instead of with the Jamaican Black Castor Oil one, I was using oils to make the product better. This one's just like I'm mixing oils just to like prolong it so I don't have to use as much, and the oils, like, yes, they help and they intensify the treatment, but it's not necessary. Like I could use this one by itself and be fine. I just like to mix it with a little bit of oil because it makes it go through, and it makes it a little bit like have a little bit more slip, so I can detangle my hair a little bit easier. So this one I really do like. Like I said, I've bought probably 3 or 4 of these, and another great thing about this one is you can find this one and the Jamaican Black Castor Oil and the next one that I'm going to talk about at Walgreens and CVS's, which means you can buy them when they're BOGO free. Like a lot of times, maybe like once every 2 months or so, they'll have a big like buy one get one free on Shea Moisture, which I'll go and stock up mainly on deep treatment masks, and if I need any other products from Shea Moisture, I'll get those as well. But I've definitely bought 2 or 3 of these, and I also got my friend hooked on this. But this is a really good one, and my mom actually likes it. And my mom likes this one, and she doesn't really wear her hair in a curly state. She normally blow dries it or curls it or does something to her hair. She doesn't wear it in like a naturally curly straight state. So it's even good for that. And I use this one also like before I straighten my hair. I'll use this and I still think it does like wonders on my hair of keeping it moisturized and making it really, really soft. And it adds a little bit of shine too. So the next one I have is the Superfruit Complex 10-in-1 Renewal System with marula oil and biotin. It's the hair mask. It's supposed to help age defy, color protect, hydrate, nourish, soften, anti-stress, deep condition, revive body, strengthen, and shine. I really like this one. I'm sorry if you can hear there's like a car alarm going off in the back, but I really like this one. It's probably like, it's up there with the deep treatment mask, the raw shea butter one, as my favorite. The smell in this one is probably like my favorite of all 4 of the smells that I have, and I think it's really, really nice. One thing about this deep conditioner is it's really thin compared to the other ones. So I don't really mix this one with an oil because it already has a pretty thin consistency. Another thing that I liked about this one is this one has so much slip. So at the beginning of the school year, or at the beginning of the year in like January, February, I was having a really hard time with like the crown of my head was getting really, really tangled. And in order to get it untangled, I felt like I was like having a lot of breakage and a lot of shedding just from that area. It was just getting really, really tangled, and I found that this one helped with like being able to do a deep treatment mask but detangling my hair as well. I liked the fact that this one had biotin in it. I did notice that I wasn't shedding as much after I used this like 2 or 3 times. The only downside that I could say to this conditioner is the fact that it is so thin. You are going to kind of use a lot of it just because it's such a liquidy consistency that like a little bit does go a long way, don't get me wrong, but I feel like I use a little bit more and I go through this one a little bit quicker just because it is such a thin consistency and I am kind of detangling my hair while I'm putting this in. But like I said, I stock up on them when they're buy one get one free. I've already repurchased this one, and I think it's like a really, really good deep conditioner that has protein in it, because my hair, since it is Texlax and it is colored, it does need a little extra protein help, because if you know like the chemical process behind like texturizing / relaxing and all that, it breaks down some of the protein bonds. So this one has helped, like, I guess you could say rebuild those, although you're not gonna be able to undo damage. I noticed that with this one I wasn't getting as much shedding. It smells really good, and it did make my hair rather shiny, and I was able to detangle my hair, which is something that I haven't been able to do with all the deep conditioners that I've tried. And again, it has all natural ingredients, which is really, really good. So this one is probably, I guess I could say, is my favorite, just because I can do the most with it. But the only downside, like I said, is the fact that it is a rather thin consistency, so you are gonna use a little bit more of it than you would with any other deep conditioner. So the last conditioner I have is the Manuka Honey and Mafura Oil. It's the Intensive Hydration Hair Mask with African Rock Fig and Baobab Oil. I don't know if I pronounced that right. But this and another line that are only found at Target are per part of the Shea Moisture community line. I think that's what it's called. It fights hunger. So 10% of all the profit go to communities in need, and they help them, like, train them on how to make their own things so they become more of like a self-sufficient community, which I really, really like that aspect of this line. It's not why I bought it. I bought it because I had tried the shampoo and conditioner, and I still have the shampoo and conditioner, but I had tried them because my mom had bought them and I really, really liked them, and then I was like, let me try the hair mask as well. The only downside is that you can only find it at Target. So when you want to get that BOGO sale, you can't really with this product because it's only found at Target. So the most you're probably going to get off of it is 10 or 15%, which is still pretty good, but you know, I like to work a deal. So that's like the only downside to this product. This one and the Superfruit one probably smell the best. I actually like have grown to really like the smell of this one. It doesn't smell like honey. I mean, it smells like honey, but it has like a different type of honey scent. It's not like you go sniff honey like straight out the jar. But I really, really liked this one. I think it was one of like, I think this one is more moisturizing than the Superfruit one, but I think the Superfruit one is more strengthening. This one is more moisturizing than that one. It's probably not tied quite, but like up there with the raw shea butter one. Like it says, it has intensive hydration. I really like the ingredients on this one because I've used honey in different repair masks that I've done, like DIY ones that I've done by myself, and I think that that really helps. I don't really know what African rock fig does for your hair, but apparently it's good for it. So this one has a decent amount of slip as well. It's not as much as the Superfruit Complex one, but it is a decent amount. It's more than the raw shea butter one. This one might be like my new raw shea butter favorite and like taking the place of that one. But I really like this one for the way that it moisturizes my hair. I have added oil to this one, but I don't really need to. It isn't that thick of a consistency. This one's actually empty, so I can't really show you the consistency. But it's not that thick of a consistency. It moisturizes my hair, but it's not going to weigh it down. And I noticed that this works really well with the shampoo because I have the shampoo. And normally I'll put this in and then I'll shampoo my hair. And I think that it does a really good, like, I think those two products, like, obviously because they're from the same line, but they work really well together to like moisturize your hair but still leaving it lightweight and not feeling weighed down, especially because my curls are Texlax, so they're not like as springy and they don't want to jump back if I have a lot of product in my hair. But I think this one is overall really good, and I would repurchase it. I would just have to catch it on a good sale at Target. But I do like the fact that 10% of the profits do go to help fight like poverty in other countries, which I think is really like commendable that Shea Moisture is doing that with some of their lines. And I think it's a partnership with Target, and that's why you can only find these lines at Target. But yeah, I think this is a really good conditioner overall. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed it. 3, 2, 1. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys learned a little bit about Shea Moisture conditioners, and hopefully you can find one that fits your hair type. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.